A run in Tyler to benefit breast cancer research. That's what took place at the Rose Rudman Park earlier today. The event, organized by Run Different, comes as many across East Texas are seeking to bring awareness to breast cancer throughout the month of October. Our Michael Richardson spoke with an event organizer and a runner who discussed what this run meant to them.
3, 2, 1, go!
And off they go to benefit breast cancer research. 150 participants, many of them wearing pink, took part in Run Different's Pink October 5K, which spanned the Rose Rudman Trail in Tyler. Profits from today's event go to the Breast Cancer Research Foundation.
Our goal is ultimately to just bring a community of runners together and have fun.
Run Different owner Michael Rino came to Tyler after organizing a run to benefit breast cancer research in the Dallas area yesterday.
We've done a few events out here in Tyler. We really like the course. We've had some good turnout.
Serena Bry placed first in her category. A cancer nurse in Tyler, the event holds a particular significance to her.
My mom had breast cancer, and so that's always been close to my heart, and then you bond with a lot of patients, and so it feels good to just kind of support in work and away from work, and it's just a fun thing to do and exciting.
Rhino hopes today's event marks one step toward finding a cure for breast cancer.
We still haven't found a cure for cancer or for breast cancer, so I mean, we shouldn't stop until we find one.
Run Different expects the Pink October Run to become an annual event in Tyler. Michael Richardson, East Texas News.
Run Different will be back in Tyler November 30th. That will be at the same location, the Rose Rudman Trail, and the profits will benefit SIDS and pregnancy loss research.